Road down to Pittsburgh, Mississippi. And then if you were to sit in this lobby long enough, you would see everybody who is anybody passing through the Delta. For example, our friends and family with the Sweetwater Group. Good morning. Good to have y'all. Welcome. Of course, this is Lover. Great to have you with us. Oh, and my special guest, Mr. and Mrs. Poland, who became Mr. and Mrs. Poland last night. Congratulations. Well, Peabody Hotel was established back in 1869. A couple blocks from here at Main and Monroe. In 1925, we expanded and relocated to here, 149 Union Avenue. But throughout all of our history, ladies and gentlemen, the Peabody has served as a social center for the city of Memphis. We have played host to countless weddings, proms, parties, and celebrations. Many of those hosted on the beautiful Peabody rooftop, where we have a gorgeous view of downtown Memphis and the Mississippi River, as well as the Royal Duck Palace, the lavish livings of our fine feathered friends. If you'd like to visit the rooftop or the Duck Palace, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to. Hop into the elevators just after the Duck March. Hit S for Skyway, then take a right out the double doors. On the way back down, I encourage us to visit our memorabilia room. It's up here on the mezzanine, just above the gift shop. In there we have artifacts and stories unique to the Peabody's history. We have up there portraits of presidents and stars who have graced our halls. We have played host proudly to every president since Harry Truman here at the hotel. We have up there a piece of Elvis Presley's original RCA contract, which was negotiated, typed, and signed here in this very lobby, on our stationery no less. But up there, ladies and gentlemen, we have my favorite artifact, a simple memo, written by our general manager regarding the menu over at Shade Belief. It explained that we could have absolutely no duck served on any menu here at the hotel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're of course here to witness the march of the Peabody Duck. But if we hadn't done so before, it may surprise us to learn that our whole tradition here got started with a bit of a practical joke. See, back in 1933, our general manager, Mr. Frank Scott and his friend Jeff Brown, hunting in Arkansas. Now, they had bought them, of course, some live duck decoys to help them out. But the gentleman also brought with them on that trip some Jack Daniels to help them keep warm. And now, little they worked to keep warm on the whiskey. Never quite got around to hunting, and so were surprised when they returned to the hotel and found they had forgotten to leave those 3 English raw ducks back at the farm. So they improvised by sneaking those ducks into the lobby and letting them loose into our fountain instead. Their teeth of the gentlemen retired to their rooms for the night, but when the general manager came down the next morning, all he was expecting to hear about were stories of the staff chasing ducks around the lobby, getting them out of the hotel, covering up that prank from the night before. Instead, though, he found the ducks had stayed in the fountain the entire night long. And what's more, a crowd of guests gathered around, and they were gawking at the ducks. The general manager went over to apologize, said he would get this cleaned up right away, but the people protested, said, no, they love the ducks. They even suggested that instead we should let them stay as our guests. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have continued to honor that request. For we have had ducks as permanent residents here at the hotel for over 80 years. But then in 1940, we had a gentleman join us, a bellman, Mr. Edward Pembroke. Mr. Pembroke was a retired animal trainer for Ringling Brothers and Martin and Bailey Circus. He told us that given the opportunity, he could train our North American mallards to march across the rooftop, ride down the elevators, and then march down the red carpet into our lobby fountain every morning at 11 o'clock. There they would stay until 5 p.m. when he would usher them out of the fountain, march them back up the red carpet, up the elevators, and back to their room. Now, he proposed this to management, and they were skeptical, of course. They told him that if he could figure that out, they could let him march ducks for as long as he'd like. Mr. Pembroke then went on to train and march ducks with us here at the Peabody for the next 50 years. He also took the ducks all across the country. They were on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. They were featured in People magazine. He and the ducks even made a very special guest appearance on Sesame Street for National Rubber Ducking Day.